Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Minority Movie Report. My name is Rudy.
I'm Candace.
And today on the report, we're going to be covering the highly divisive, highly controversial.
Is it controversial?
It's got a lot of people feeling a lot of ways, I'll tell you that. Zach Snyders Justice League. It is a 4-hour movie.
Our review is long overdue.
Yeah, we do apologize. Personal life came up. I got my shot, and then I got sick, and that put me on my ass for a few days. But I am halfway vaccinated. Take my next shot in a few days. So
yeah, we had some setbacks, but we back.
Yeah, we're back again. Again. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Overall thoughts?
I didn't hate it.
Okay.
Apart from it being 4 hours long,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer it over the original Justice League.
Okay.
I liked the tone of this movie. It was less comedic and less like super superheroes and we're gonna save the bad guy and we're gonna fight for justice. It was a little bit less gimmicky.
Right.
Than I think the original one is,
Mm-hmm.
and most superhero movies are. I like that this cut and like the editing and like the cinematography style was a little bit more artistic.
Yeah, definitely. And that's Zack Snyder for you. Zack Snyder is a very visual director. I will never take this away from him. He makes beautiful movies.
Oh yeah, like just the way that he captured some of the I guess frames, if you will. Like it was very like there was some focus, some soft focus, and like some blurred backgrounds with just single images focused in on the screen. Lots of panning in and like panning out.
Okay, yeah. There was a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. He definitely knows how to frame a shot. I'll give him that. He's very good when it comes to just that visual styling, making it look great.
Well, yeah, I don't know all the technical terms, but
Neither do I.
Definitely the feel and the I can't find the word that I'm looking for. The ambiance, the essence of the film, I guess, was just very, very different. Like I said, less comedic, a little bit more serious, a little bit more artistic.
And the comedy comes from Joss Whedon when he took over directing.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there were some comedic elements of this movie, but that I felt like that wasn't the focus of this film. Right. So.
Okay, I feel you on that. I'm with you. I think I like this one better than the what am I saying? The internet calls it the Justice League because he did the second half of that movie. I think I like this one better, but that being said, I'm with you. I don't think it needed to be 4 hours long. This is easily a 3-hour movie, and if you really, really try, you could probably get it down to 2.5.
I was gonna say maybe 2 hours and like 40 minutes. Like give them like a good old classic Lord of the Rings 2 hours and 59-minute type of ring, but definitely not 4 hours. No. I was just like, it took me. I was exhausted after watching this movie. Yeah. Like, I enjoyed it, and I felt like some of the detailed parts that caused it to be 4 hours could have been condensed, and you still could have got the same amount of information and understanding.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, long, dramatic shots.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, let's get into it. One of the scenes that I think definitely didn't need to be in there was when they're firing the arrow of... Oh, fuck, what the fuck is it? When the Amazons are shooting the arrow into Greece.
Also, I'm glad you brought up the Amazons shooting the arrow into Greece. Can we talk about the fact that this movie takes place in 2020? Yeah. And when Steppenwolf went back and got the first mother box from the Amazons, that they're still using bow and arrows. I'm like, what year is this, and why are they still using
the Amazons?
I know, but they have evolved all these other things, but we still using bow and arrow. Not even a good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat. Arrows.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Arrows. This is not a CW show.
Okay.
I just kind of feel, I was just like, this is Like, I mean, I get it. It's their, their culture and, like, the way they... But you would think that knowing the advanced weaponry and also the intergalactic threats that they have, knowing that they still using bow and arrow.
Like somebody...
They're not even enchanted bow and arrows. They're just regular bow and
like Steve Trevor could have just been like, hey, y'all know about gunpowder, right? Because I could get you gunpowder.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like... Given all the different types of threats that they have, domestic, intergalactic threats, all this advanced weaponry that we know they're aware of, because even the fact that when they shot that arrow into, what was it, like the Coliseum or something like that, and they knew that she would know what it meant, and they knew she lived in the modern day world. So for y'all to know what the modern day world is, knowing that you have domestic threats and intergalactic threats, intergalactic is just the number one right there. And we using bow and arrows.
Because we know that this isn't the first time they fought Darkseid's army.
Yeah. So again, y'all knew he was coming back for this box. And all of y'all are still standing in the room guarding the box with bow and arrows. Again, not even enchanted arrows. Not even air. I don't know.
Yeah, even the Atlanteans. Fuck, that I would not leave my mouth. Even the Atlanteans. Damn it. Even Aquaman's people. Okay. I'm gonna get around it.
All right.
Even Aquaman's people, they got guns.
Yeah, the water people.
The water people got guns.
The fish people have guns, and the Amazons are doing what? Throwing sticks at people, throwing sharp, pointy sticks.
Real hard. Yeah.
I just was like, okay.
And slamming and breaking stones with their fucking abs.
Right. Like, this is like 300 meets CW. I don't know. I will say, I really enjoyed the opening credits for this one.
Remind me. Because I felt like a lot of this movie was forgettable. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't...
Well, I wrote it down in my notebook. Okay. And from what I remember, it was just it was sad.
Right. Somber.
Yeah. Yes. It was somber because of what just happened. Superman he just got impaled by some crazy mutant alien like horn thing. So Superman's dead. The world has felt this loss. The world has felt Superman's loss, and
the mother boxes felt Superman's loss.
The mother boxes felt Superman's loss. And I think that Zach Snyder did a good job bringing forth that feeling of loss and grief in the opening credits, because I was like, oh yeah, Superman did just die. This is sad. And like he just, like that's when I really noticed how he was doing the like filming the scenes and kind of these soft focus and hard focus on very key elements of I didn't write down any specifics. I should have, but I felt like the opening credits they set a really good tone for the rest of the movie and how this movie was going to play out.
Okay, I'm gonna be a hater here.
Be a hater.
I'm gonna be a hater throughout most of this, but okay. So when Superman screams, it does like the ring that like leaves his mouth. Boom, boom, so does that mean like when you yell, you're like like that, but like. That? Like that.
Do it again?
No, that's it. You get two. Alright. But it's like it's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Unless you gotta breathe. But for him, he was like
I think it was just like the echo of it. I don't think he was yelling.
But like, and then it woke up the mother box that's just chilling in Cyborg's closet.
Yeah.
Because that's how we treat rare alien artifacts. We just throw it back behind the cowboy boots we bought when we had that phase.
Listen, there are some things that I don't question about Hollywood and like movie. I'm gonna call it movie-verse science.
Got it.
I don't question things like that because if I did, I would drive myself insane.
I feel like I drove myself a little insane
with the inaccuracies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you do just keep a mother box hidden in the back of your closet. I mean, I once threw a push pop that I stole from the grocery store in the back of the closet. So it would make sense listen, you don't want nobody to know and you technically don't belong to you. Just throw it in the back of the closet.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks to look in the back of the closet.
I just love that this man is like a world-renowned scientist and he was like, oh shit, rare alien artifact.
I'm gonna hide it at my house.
Yep, I'm gonna go hide it in my house in the hallway closet behind the cowboy boots.
Listen, that's the last place I would look for an alien artifact if I'm really being. I'm like, I know this nigga ain't put this in the closet. So I guess that makes sense.
You look at the closet, you're like, would he?
Nah. I'm gonna go to the kitchen drawers instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna
go to the garage or something. Somebody will hide an alien artifact in the garage.
Let me check the junk drawer before we get.
Yeah, I check the junk drawer before I check the coat closet. Like, this is so obvious. Why would you put this in the coat closet?
Yeah.
Like, wow, that was easy.
Mm-hmm. Also, so Superman's scream is loud enough that it wakes up the box on the other side of the harbor. It wakes up the box across the world. And then for some reason, it also wakes up the box underneath the water. So they're above water, and his scream...
It echoed throughout the earth, Rudy. It encompassed the entire earth.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing as that water is also
part of the earth.
Part of the earth.
Okay.
They also heard it.
Okay. All right. I will give you that.
It was his echoes.
Listen,
boom,
okay.
Boom, and then it just...
But then later, Steppenwolf is like, the mother boxes know the Kryptonian is dead. Kryptonians are just like regular ass people on Krypton. Like, yeah. So how do they know that this Kryptonian is super? Let's start there. Secondly, why now when Superman's awake? That means Superman's been alive for, let's be generous,
well, the only
Superman's
reason
been on Earth.
Superman
let's say
strong is because he's been on Earth long enough to
the yellow sun. He gets energy from the yellow sun and all that stuff.
Yeah, so other Kryptonians wouldn't have that strength, so it wouldn't matter. It's only the fact that he is on Earth, and that's where one of these mother boxes is. Beforehand, we couldn't get there because he was gonna kick our ass. But
so let's say conservative. Let's just say not conservatively. Let's say generously speaking, Superman has been on Earth for 35 years. What were the mother boxes doing for the other 3,000 something?
They would sleep.
Okay, but they're like, oh, he's dead, now it's safe to wake up. But that was like, why now? That's
because he's dead.
Okay, but before that.
Oh, before Superman was alive?
Right. Let's say 1970.
Well, they talked about it.
Yeah, I was like, what stops?
He was plotting his revenge. He was plotting. He was planning.
But like, what stops? These mother boxes are sentient beings, basically. They're just like, they're little computers that can think for themselves. So what stops them from waking up in 1950, 1920?
I feel like you may have to call Josh and call Zach, have a sit down. Maybe y'all should get together for coffee and you talk about it, because I don't know. You're going too far into the weeds of the movie universe science.
That's like he screamed and then they're like, the Kryptonian is dead. It's safe to come out. And I'm like, well, what stops you from invading Earth in like 1920? You know, we was having a war in 1940. You could have come in and we wiped up easy.
I don't know. Yeah, we were very divided then. I don't know. Because why? I didn't make this shit up.
No, I know. It's just that's like one of the biggest glaring like whys I have in this movie. That's like one of my biggest like okay.
Well, no, my biggest why was
what?
Why was Diana the one kicking all the ass?
Diana had a body. Oh my god. Do you want? Let's switch over to Diana. Diana had a body count. My god.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She brutally murdered an entire squad of people in front of little girls.
I mean, they deserved it.
I'm not saying they didn't.
I'm just saying she kicked all the ass in
this
movie. She even gave a good 1-2 to Batman because he tried to come for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really have anything. This was Diana's movie. Essentially, like, that's really all I have to say is every time somebody needed an ass whooping and every time somebody needed to be put in their place, here comes Diana to save. Even Aquaman, he got his ass kicked, his ass handed to him a couple times, and Diana had to come and save him. I'm just like, what are y'all doing? And why is Diana having to carry? Why is she carrying the team?
I will argue Aquaman did a fair amount of ass kicking himself, but he doesn't have nearly the bodies that Diana has.
Yeah, he really doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, on the participation grade, not everybody gets the same grade.
No.
Diana was the team lead that carried the group project.
Yeah. To
make sure that everybody else could get an A, but y'all didn't actually work for this A.
Batman did that billionaire shit. He's like, I'm an ideas man, and then like pass it down. Like, Diana, you can get the team together, right? Yeah. I'll get one guy.
And you go get everybody else.
No, I helped. I'm the ideas guy, but I got the fast guy. But you got Aquaman and Cyborg. And, well, I mean, you didn't get Superman. Superman just kind of came by himself. But
I mean, I guess it was his idea to bring him back to life. But I was like, that's a little extreme.
I mean, everybody said don't do it.
You're right.
And also, I think they could have handled Steppenwolf just fine. The only thing that they didn't get out of it is they can't laser eye Steppenwolf's horn off.
Let's talk about Steppenwolf.
Okay, let's talk about Steppenwolf.
Okay. The Steppenwolf in the Zack Snyder film is very different from the Steppenwolf in the Joss Whedon film.
Okay.
Snyder Steppenwolf was he was an atrocious beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was probably one of my favorite villains. He was like, I'm just simply here to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And to do what it is that I came to do. And I don't care who I gotta step on. I don't care who I gotta push out the way. I don't care what the fuck I gotta do. But I'm getting ready to get it done. And I don't have time to play with. At one point in time, he literally was like, I'm not about to fight y'all. I just came here for the box. Just like, okay.
Oh, yeah, on the Amazon island?
Yeah, he said, I'm not even here to fight y'all. I just came for the box. So get out my way and hand me this box. His outfit, like his,
The metal bits.
Very different. He was a lot darker and a lot like grittier, if you ask me, in this Snyder film. Also, I like the fact that you got to see what was behind his true motivation of getting the boxes. He was trying to save his own ass.
Yeah.
Is why he was trying to get these boxes, and he was trying to get back in his homeboy's good graces because he fucked up. He
was like, listen, man, I'm already on my second strike. If I get another one, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, like I can't mess this. I can't mess this project up. I can't blow this deal. Yeah. I need this mother. He was desperate. That's what this was. Like this, I think this film showed Steppenwolf's desperation, because in the other film you didn't see that. You just see him as a bad guy who's literally just here to push his own agenda and take over the world.
Right.
His world domineering plan is to just fuck everybody's shit up.
Okay.
That's it. But you don't see why he trying to fuck everybody's shit up. And in this one, you like, okay, I see. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Which is why, he was a little more desperate. I can just feel the desperation.
I think I vibe with that. I also don't like Desaad, the dude with that he kept like FaceTiming.
Yeah. FaceTiming is a good way.
He just kept FaceTiming him. His name is Desaad. And I don't like Desaad because Desaad definitely had that like teacher's pet sort of.
Oh.
He's like, oh, you want to talk to boss?
You want to talk to the boss?
You can't. You got to talk to me first. I'll let you know if it's good enough.
I was like,
Desaad, he found one of the mother boxes. How many mother boxes you find? You know what? In the last 1,000 years, how many mother boxes you find?
No. On Desaad's point, the job is half done. Don't as a supervisor, don't call me step by step. Hey, I finished step 1. Okay. Well, move your ass on to step 2. I don't know what else you want me to tell. You want me to bring you back and you haven't even completed the job? Don't call my phone no more until you have all the mother boxes. Literally, don't call me until the job is done, and then I'll set up the meeting. Okay. Because at this point, you put my ass on the line. He asking me why I'm still bothering him when you're not even finished what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Don't call me talking. Oh, I got one mother box. Okay, well, nigga, good for you. Get the rest and then call me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna decide on this one. I said, no, don't call me.
No, I had teacher's pet vibes. I definitely had teacher's pet vibes from Desaad.
I didn't get teacher's pet vibes. I'm not going to the boss with no half-ass job.
No, and that's fair, and that's why we talk about these things, because I got something very different.
I'm like, I'm with you. Like, don't call me no more.
Also, I like how we're supposed to be afraid of Darkseid, but the first time we see Darkseid, he gets absolutely bodied by people that Diana has beaten.
Bodied.
He took an axe.
Yada. All that. I don't own the rights to that song. I don't got that in there.
He took an axe to the fucking neck and barely survived.
Bird.
They had to carry his ass.
Bird.
They had to hella carry his ass out the planet. Which they were like, oh, that's also the point of like Darkseid's only defeat. And I'm like, wouldn't you remember the only place you ever lost a fight? Wouldn't you you've beaten 1,000 dudes? But that one dude who whooped your ass,
you gonna remember.
You're like, I remember this one planet. I remember.
You got your ass
so
whooped.
I don't That's another big why. I'm like, how did Darkseid lose this planet when you brought a whole ass army? You had to organize everybody. You had to call your generals.
You didn't keep no records.
Nobody was
nobody had any paperwork.
They were just rolling through. Maybe this is the early days of Conquest, and he was like, we weren't really doing a lot of paperwork.
But there was a lot of inventory going on. We was just like rolling with the punches, and some shit slipped through the cracks or whatever. Nah, that's a good point. How would you lose that? I would keep that place specifically on my radar because I'm like, somebody whooped my ass over here, and I'm gonna find out who it was. Like, I wouldn't lose track of that planet. Exactly. I'm gonna keep this planet in my back pocket at all times.
I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna go do that P90 workout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some P90X.
I'm gonna do some CrossFit, some parkour, and I'm gonna come back and parkour that ass. Yeah. I don't understand how you lose the planet that kicked your ass. Yeah. That's a lie. That's what that is. It's a lie.
I'm like, so we're supposed to be afraid of him, and he got whooped, like left, right, and center. And then on top of that, you forgot, like, Darkseid, come on.
And then you sent somebody down here to do the job who couldn't even do the job.
Yeah. You sent your flunkey's failure.
Essentially, yeah. Like, this guy has been exiled. Yeah. And he's supposed to get the job done for you.
You couldn't do the job.
You couldn't do the job. Thank you. Well.
See, they were setting up Darkseid to fail. They're like, he ain't gonna do it.
They didn't set him up for success.
They were like,
at all.
Yeah, they were like, you know what? Send him to the planet where I got my ass whooped. If he does it, I'm gonna be all like, congratulations. But if he don't do it, we can be like, see, fucking told you wasn't shit.
Fucking told you. I guess that is a pretty big character flaw for such a domineering and scary.
Yeah, this is supposed to be their Thanos. And
right.
I'm like, Thanos won.
I'm gonna say Thanos can whip that ass any day. That's what I want to see, a Thanos and Darkseid head to head, because now that actually, no, sad to say, Thanos can actually he can do some damage, petty wise and like moving weight wise. Like he can do both.
He bodied the Hulk.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying.
He worked the Hulk.
He can do work. So I don't know.
Man, we just talked real long about fucking Darkseid being a bitch. See, that's why I know he's a coward. That's why I know we're not supposed to be afraid of Darkseid, because you lost and you sent somebody you know who couldn't do the job, and you're just gonna sit there and tell me like, oh, you're gonna go do it now, bitch, please.
Honestly, if you want it done right, you do it yourself. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that.
So he lost the first time to like 3 different armies, and now he lost the second time to fucking 6 people. Like, your odds are not getting better, Darkseid.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. I would stop calling myself Darkseid after I go from getting beat by 3 armies, and like half of those armies are like supernatural. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
You had the odds against you.
Right. But 6 of y'all, and one of you is human with a bunch of money?
Yeah.
That makes me chuckle.
Yeah, one of them's literally just a guy.
Just a regular schmegular, good old fashioned rich white privilege. Kicked your ass again.
See, that's how I know Darkseid was at a disadvantage, because his Darkseid was fighting white privilege. Ah!
You know what? Yeah. That was on him. He really thought he could win this fight, but he didn't know. He didn't know.
No, not in America.
That white privilege comes with that 1-2 combo.
Hell yeah.
Nobody can stand up to white privilege. Nobody. Yeah, Darkseid had to learn that lesson for himself. Just like the rest of us Darkseids out here learning.
Jesus Christ. Maybe if he was white side, he would have stood a better chance.
Anything but Darkseid, honestly.
Fuck.
Well, that's real.
Oh my god. That one got me.
Random.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how... Okay, so what I also really liked... I said this about the first movie, and I think they did a good job with like the character introductions as well as keeping the movie rolling forward at the same time. Mm-hmm. The only thing is the scene where Arthur is like walking into the water. He's like pounding.
Oh my god! Like, yes.
Bottle of what is it? Tequila, rum,
dark
alcohol.
liquor. Yeah.
He's taking this alcohol bottle to the head. Mm-hmm. I hated the song. It didn't fit.
No, it worked. Because they did like a slower song.
It didn't fit.
No, I like the Joss Whedon version where they did it.
Yeah. I thought that was a much better like
song choice
for that dramatic scene. I was just like, this, I don't.
Yeah.
These don't fit.
Yeah.
And maybe the nuance is lost on me. I don't know, but I was like,
okay,
this is so like I feel like that's the one like nitpicky thing I had about this movie was the fact that they used this stupid ass song for that scene. I was like, what is this? This makes no sense. This doesn't even match what just happened.
Yeah, because Aquaman's like this like cool
badass, you know, like I'm gonna do things on my own terms, and I'm super cool, and I don't need rules, and I don't need my mom's trident because she left me, man. You know, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
What you put this sad ass on here for?
Okay, I want to stick on Aquaman for a little bit since you brought it up.
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with those girls singing when he walked into the ocean?
I thought about that too. I think they worship him. Like, they know that he is, like, the sea god.
But I didn't even get, like, I put on captions because I was like, oh, what are they talking about? Nothing. It's just a Swedish song, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I think it's from his urban legend. I think those women revere him. They're probably they zealots. That's what they are.
Okay.
Like they're zealots, and they're devoted. They're devoted zealots who have probably heard the tales and heard urban legend and things like that.
Arthur Curry's only been around since like.
But the Atlanteans have been around
for
a lot longer, so it doesn't necessarily have to be Arthur. It's just the fact that he's an Atlantean, and they've probably, especially this border sea town, they've probably heard or seen some urban legends, and these women are devout, you know, servants, if you will.
Why did the third one sniff his? I mean, I understand why, because that's Jason Momoa, but still, that was like, I don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need all of that.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just like I feel like it was maybe a scene to show how revered he actually is, because you don't really see any of that. Even in Aquaman, you don't really see like how historical and revered the Atlanteans are.
Okay, that's
so fair. I kind of thought that them showing the women out there shows how devout and how far back this type of understanding and appreciation and reverence goes, because these women are following him around and singing to him. Like, that's some devout shit.
Okay.
Like, this is some old school devout type shit.
I'm glad you brought that up, and I definitely see where where you come from on that. It's a very good interpretation, but like when I saw it, I was like, I watched it and I was like, okay, this is 3 minutes we could have lost. We don't need this.
I mean,
it helps with like, if you see it the way you see it, like it definitely fleshes out the character a lot more, and does like some subtle history check on the movie. But yeah, for me, when I watched it, I was like, yeah, we could lose this scene. You
know what scene we could have lost? Mostly because there was nothing else that could have been done with the scene. It showed how fast Flash is. Yeah. There are many other scenes in the movie that can show his speed and his talents and his skills than the one with Iris. Yeah, I don't think we needed the Iris scene. That was weird. He got creepy. If it was integrated more into the film and she was in more than one scene, except her flipping out of the car and giving sideways looks as she's walking through town and he's failing a job interview, I didn't need that. It was cute. It was funny. The hot dog cracked me up. But other than that, I was like, this was not needed. Okay. This could have cut the film back from 4 hours to 3 hours and 47 minutes. Yeah. Like, I didn't need it. Okay. It could have gone. I didn't need it. I'm with you. I don't think we need it either. It's nice to see Iris, but yeah. And also, I like the character choice that they chose. I've seen her in some other films before, and I think she was a good choice for Iris. Don't get me wrong. I like the scene. It just wasn't necessary for moving the plot forward. No, yeah. There was no need for this scene other than the fact that it looked good. It just showed you Flash's powers, but we get lots of other scenes with Flash's powers. That's exactly my point. So again, this scene was not needed. And it kind of like brings into focus, you know, remember he goes to the jail and he shows his dad like, okay, I got this job at a crime lab. It's a real job. Because you really don't know why he's having issues with jobs. But if you know any background on Flash, then you know this story.
See, this is, and I know a little bit about the Flash. I've seen a few seasons of the show. I mean, our brother is a huge Flash fan. No, yeah. He's a Flash fan, right?
I don't know what he is. That's what you calling it these days?
Shut up. He's a fan of the Flash. Shut up. I think he's a fan of the Flash. That being said, doesn't he get his powers at a crime lab?
Yeah, he's working after hours when the arc reactor goes off.
Yeah.
And he gets electrocuted.
Right, next to the cabinet full of chemicals or whatever.
Sure.
Neither here nor there. If we're watching the Flash now, before he gets a job at the crime lab, then how did he get his powers?
I feel like that's open to interpretation, and that's another situation where you're gonna have to sit down with Josh and Zach and ask them these specific questions. Because I don't know how the timeline works, because that's not what I was watching.
I just want to know. I mean, we got Cyborg's thing, and that's cool. And I liked, and we're gonna have to talk about Cyborg in a minute.
Yeah. I got a couple of things to say about Cyborg, but go ahead and finish. I
liked all the interactions the Flash had with everybody. He was a great character, but I think Zach maybe focused too hard on Cyborg because he got so screwed over in the Joss Whedon version of the movie.
Yeah.
I think Zach focused too hard on Cyborg because there was definitely some scenes we didn't need or some stuff that could have been pared down.
Like what?
I don't think we needed that whole explanation of like his powers of when the dad's like explaining his power set to him.
Oh, like the recording? Like
the
voice recording?
Yeah, I think we could have cut that down by a few minutes.
I was going to say, I was thinking the same thing. They could have given us a little bit of a snippet and kind of like faded the scene in with like some music and moved on. Like we get the situation. His dad just turned him into a cyborg. His dad understands that his son don't want to talk to him. Here's a voice recording since you don't want to talk to me. Here you go. I'm giving you something and we can hear the first part. Oh, it's so sweet. His dad left him this. Okay, next. Yeah. We didn't need the whole, son, you could do any of these things. You can do this. You can do that. You can go here. You can go there. We're like, we get it. We got it.
Meanwhile,
all right.
Meanwhile, that whole scene, we get like an introduction to a woman we never see again in the movie. And he gives her $100,000, which the bank is just going to take that right back.
Taxes.
I mean, not only taxes, but they'll be like, oh no, we never ran a contest. We don't know what you're talking about. You just got gifted $100,000 into your bank account out of nowhere. We need that money back.
That's such a nice gift.
It was a very nice gift.
I wish anybody listening, my Cash App, I'm playing.
Sorry, but going back to Flash, I feel like we could have cut some Cyborg stuff down or out.
And then maybe add it to the Flash,
and then maybe throw in like a Flash origin story.
You know what? I think a origin, like a explanation of his powers would have been better served in the scene with him and Iris. I feel like you could have swapped that. Like that could have
that would have.
I feel like that would have been a better scene and a better use of screen time.
Yeah, cut Iris out.
Add in a origin story of how he got his powers, and also I would even add in a little bit of what was going on. Like I would have started off with that situation of him and his dad at night with, what was it, the Reverse Flash?
It is the
Reverse Flash, and kind of just like a really quick, like maybe even like 2-minute scene of just that scene in the house where he wakes up, he goes downstairs, he sees this shit going on, kind of, slow-mo it down, throw some music, kind of like make everything like go rapid in front of his eyes, like as he's just kind of standing there real still. They did
when they're rescuing the people from the sewers. How he, like, you just see the Flash, like, jumping left and right and, like, pushing the rocks out the way when the thing came coming down.
I'm thinking, like, this scene of like, just young Flash, it's just, like, slow, somber music, and it's almost like how, like, you have an outer body experience where stuff slows down for you, and you see everything quickly happening in front of you before you kind of bring it back into focus. We could have had one little quick one of those scenes, 1, 2 real quick.
Yeah.
then zoomed it back out to like modern day and him at the lab. Like it could have just been like a recollection scene, if you will, and then zoom back into him like at the lab doing whatever it is that crime lab people do. Boom, arc reactor, lightning, shit falls down on top of him, and now all of a sudden he can just run super fast. He's like, oh my god, why can I run super fast? And then we could even fast forward a little bit to that scene where he's like in the grocery store and he does this and that, and then it could the scene of him like actually in the movie, like in
I like this,
like in the gas station, seeing it, you could the scene starts or transforms into him actually in the store.
Oh, from like the CCTV into the
no, actually into the store, out to the CCTV, and Batman looking at it, and then Batman circling back around to go see him. Boom, one thing. Good.
Fuck, that's good. I like that.
I know.
God damn, that's good. That's very good. Candace.
Thank you.
That was so good.
So one more time for the stupid people in the back. So basically, Flash's scene would start off with like him hearing some humps, bumps, and jumbles downstairs. Young Flash is going downstairs, and he's like, "Oh my God, what's happening to my parents?" And then he's like, "What the hell is that?" And then all of a sudden, everything starts going super fast in front of him. Fast forward, little out of body experience montage. Fast forward, actually a recollection scene. We zoom back out. He's standing in the lab doing lab super stuff. Blah blah blah, working lab, and then boom. Lightning strikes. Oh my God, what's happening? Arc reactor went off. Shit falls on me. I wake up. I can move super fast. Oh, zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah. Oh, I ended up in a grocery store. How did I end up here? Is this guy robbing this guy? Let me zoom back out. CCTV, Batman's watching it. Oh, I gotta go find this kid. Boom, he shows up in this little thing. That's the scene.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. That's it's very concise. You get through the origin. You get like how
he got his powers.
Why
his daddy in jail. Yeah. Why he's motivated. Boom. All right there in like a good 3 to 4 minute scene.
Shit, you can even expand it out to as many as 5.
You can even give it 5 if you need to.
Yeah, you could.
Simon, if y'all need any ideas, scene ideas.
Warner Brothers.
Hit me up. No,
we got a woman of color here looking for a writing job.
Yeah. But yeah, essentially that other scene could have been taken out and switched over and added something.
And you don't need Iris for this movie. You really don't.
That's also my point. She was not needed at all.
You save her. You say because they're doing a Flashpoint movie.
He could have saved anybody. It didn't have to be Iris.
I'm like you save Iris for the Flashpoint movie. Because they're doing that. So you introduce her. She gets a more full character arc instead of this cameo appearance. They did Iris dirty in this. And then Barry was creepy as fuck. Like, this woman is potentially dying, and you're sitting here giving her, like, a little face rub. You're like, ooh, she's so pretty.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I was just like, I'm flipping upside down out of a car. And I understand you have time, but in this moment, I don't.
Right.
So it would be appreciative if you could be a little bit more respectful of the situation and heed the gravity of the situation.
I understand you go through this all the time.
Literally, the gravity of the situation, because I am falling out of a car and you are looking at me and caressing my face, and I don't even know you.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I'm like I think you're cute, but you can't just come up and like sure, people, like, I'm sure you thought people are cute, but I'm sure you didn't want them to immediately afterwards walk up and like caress your face.
Like, so I understand the reasoning behind it, and it shows like that intimacy that between him and Iris and like that connection, but she is completely detached from said connection. Like, she's not involved. It's at this point you only see his attraction. Like, you see the fleeting glances out in the store, but after that doesn't mean that a woman wants you to walk up to her and caress her face just because she smiles at you outside of the window. Yeah,
even if she thought he was kind of cute, which, I mean, from the comic books we know
she does.
But that doesn't give you permission to just walk up and caress somebody's face.
So are we talking about, does it give him permission to save her but not caress her face?
I mean, I think you can save somebody without being creepy.
But how did he know he was being... Okay, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, I thought it was a little weird that he took the time out to caress her face and to fix the hot dog.
Yeah.
In the middle of Iris.
Potentially dying.
Yeah. Like, there's more important things going on. Mm-hmm. But I get the need for the hot dog after the fact.
Yeah, he's trying to secure a job.
Right, which he doesn't get.
No. I mean, even if he did, he just dipped out for like a week randomly to go save the world. But his boss don't know that.
I do enjoy that they kept his comedic elements in this, because I feel like a lot of the comedic elements were taken out for this particular edit, and I like that his stayed consistent to his character,
right,
and how they portrayed him in the first one.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Let's talk about Batman.
Oh, okay, I was ready to jump to Cyborg, but
we can talk. No. Let's talk about Cyborg.
Okay, so Cyborg, they really did him like extra.
You think so?
Well, yeah, I mean, he got screwed over so badly in the Joss Whedon version of the movie that I feel like, again, I said it before. Yeah,
he got like 2 minutes.
Maybe. I'll give him 5 generous in the Joss Whedon version.
And that's also if you don't know anything about Cyborg, you don't know anything about the Justice League like at all, like from the old school cartoons that used to come on Cartoon Network Justice League to what we know today, because that's where I got all of my Justice League knowledge is from. No, not even Teen Titans. There just used to be a show on Cartoon Network called The Justice League.
Oh,
and they
would
just do a bunch of Justice League type crime fighting. You had the Green Lantern in there. You had Cyborg. I mean, you had Wonder Woman. You had Superman. Like, you had the whole Justice League. The Flash. This was a cartoon back in the day that came on Cartoon Network called The Justice League. Yeah. So I knew about Cyborg, and I understood it. And I also knew a little bit of it from watching the CW Flash, because they kind of, not the CW Flash, I got most of my Justice League knowledge from the cartoon that used to come on Cartoon Network called The Justice League, and they kind of, went into all the characters, and also, Teen Titans is like a cute little kitty version of The Justice League. But if you don't watch any of those shows and you don't know anything about that, watching the Joss Whedon Justice League and seeing Cyborg, you're like, okay, yeah. So, what happened to him, and why is he a cyborg? Like, why did his dad? Like, there was no explanation of the accident or what happened. You just see him yelling on this little pinned up on this table on this wall, and the mother box doing what the mother box does. Yeah. Other than that, you don't know anything else. And then him like being super broody, like, it's funny that you thought the monster was me. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna think the monster's you. You sit up here with one red eye and one regular eye. Yeah. Don't come for me like that. Yeah, I thought you was talking about you.
You're the one sitting here being all fucking emo.
Yeah, like, how would I not think that you was talking about you? Like, don't do me.
His dad should be like, okay, My Chemical Romance, calm the fuck down.
For real, like, don't try to put this on me. Like, yeah, I thought you was talking, like, when I said monster, you said monster. Yeah, I thought you was talking about you, because let's be real. You've seen yourself in the mirror. Don't come for me.
Don't play games.
That's probably really insensitive, but when I saw that part, I was just like, why would he not think that you were talking about yourself, though? Yeah. Like, let's be...
No, absolutely. I got a problem with Zack Snyder's superheroes, because all the guys have like a daddy problem. All of them. Oh. Every male superhero has seen
Barry's daddy's in jail.
Yeah, has seen something bad happen to their dad.
Superman's daddy's dead. Batman's daddy and his mama is dead. And the world won't let us forget about Batman's parents. We know.
Cyborg's dad is dead.
Cyborg's dad is dead.
Which he didn't have to die.
He didn't, but he did.
Which I don't... Oh, okay, since we're stuck on Cyborg. Can I talk about how fucking Silas Stone did the stupidest shit in the world? Like, you didn't have to stand in that room with that box. You could have put the box in the room, run outside, close the door, and be like, if you come any closer, I'll blow it up. And, like, probably held off Steppenwolf for, like, a minute.
Well, the thing is, he either went in that room and died with the box, or he died at Steppenwolf's hands.
See, I would have preferred it if he died at Steppenwolf's hands, because now Cyborg is like that much more motivated. Maybe not motivated, but like it emotionally it pushes him to that level. Like, I need to see this dude murdered. I want his insides on his outside. I want like his skull to be located in his ass.
The thing was, I understand what you're saying. I'm not a parent, but I can definitely see this from a parental standpoint. And if I can put myself in between harm's way and my offspring, I'm gonna do that I'm gonna do that by any means necessary.
But his son wasn't in danger. He walked into that room and closed the door on himself before Cyborg got there.
But he knew that his son was in danger. He felt in those moments that those were the necessary steps to take to keep his son. Because by that time, he had figured out what was going on. Mm-hmm. He figured out what was going on in the lab and why everything was being like shut down and everything was being evacuated. Right. And he knew. And by the time they had opened that door, he knew that his son was standing out there. I feel like in that moment, he didn't have any other choice but to put himself in there. Okay. Because had he not, it would have been too late. He didn't have time to have a discussion with Steppenwolf. He had to be ready to go by the time his son got there.
So I didn't read it that way.
Yeah, I peeped that early. He realized, he said, oh, nope, it's not a drill. Keep everybody out. I'm getting inside of here. I know what I got to do.
Okay.
That's how I saw it.
No, that's good. Okay, I see you.
I don't know what it is about everybody. They trying to monologue. I'm not trying to monologue with you. I know that you're here to kick ass. Yeah. And I know that if I give you the opportunity, you're going to kick my ass.
Right.
So I'm not monologuing with you. I'm about to tell you what I'm about to do. I'm not about to tell you if you step up, I'm going to blow it. I'm just about to blow this bitch. Okay. Simple as that. I'm not monologuing.
Okay, that's fair enough. Let's move on to Batman from here, because I don't know, we talked about Cyborg a lot during his, like, power introduction, and that was...
Also, I like the little flashbacks that they gave him of him actually being human and sync, like, kind of going back. I liked that, because you got to see...
I liked those parts, too, yeah, because it...
You got to see more of the character as himself versus just Cyborg. Yeah. And you get to see everybody else as, non-brooding self. So... I don't know. I like the introduction and the integration of Cyborg's origin story. I think they did a good job. And I feel like they could have cut some shit out of the original Justice League and put that shit in there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's just me.
Absolutely. But you wanted to talk about Batman. Let's get it to the second to the last of the Justice League. How you feel about Batman in this movie?
I feel like Batman is like that one person in the group that's like, y'all don't think this is a good idea? And everyone's like, no. I think everyone's like, we're gonna go in the different direction with this class project. And Batman is that one guy like, but I really think that this idea would work, you guys. And everybody else just like, he's not gonna give this up, is he?
No.
All right, bro. If you want to go ahead and don't disappoint us. If you're gonna go ahead and take the lead on this, go ahead. All right. All right. Because, I mean, I understand the need for the Justice League, but wasn't nobody else trying to put together no Justice League except Batman. I feel like Batman kind of forced everybody into the Justice League.
Batman definitely... He was like,
look, we got to fight and you got power, so you about to come fight for me because I got money.
Yeah, like, Batman definitely, like, guilted people into joining. He's like, we have to do it for him, and, like, pants
But the
Superman.
only one that's feeling guilty about it is you.
Yeah, you got Superman killed. The rest of us was chilling.
The rest of us told you to stop. Yeah. So I just kind of feel like Batman just kind of brought everybody else along for his guilt trip ride. He needed something to help him deal with the fact that he was the one who got Superman bodied.
Which I'm kind of sad that they took that line out of because in the Joss Whedon version, or no, in the Zack Snyder version, he goes, "I remember you." Like Superman's like, "I remember you." Like
he said it in both.
Yeah, no, but in the Joss Whedon version, he goes, "You won't let me live, you won't let me die, or I can't, or I won't. You won't let me stay dead, but you also won't let me live." Yeah. And I was like, Batman, you better get the fuck out of there.
In the Joss Whedon version, yeah, but they didn't say that in the Zack Snyder
version. I like that line a lot. That's a really good line because that's like Superman's like,
I was fine being dead.
Yeah.
And now you brought me back.
You wanted me dead for a whole movie. You wanted me dead, and you got what you wanted. And now you want me alive. What is it?
Also, can we talk about something? I don't know if this was ever covered. Maybe it's like Superman's like super ultra healing powers, and if he has super ultra healing powers, then why did he die? Let's talk about how the hole in his chest was no longer there.
He can't have a hole in his chest. That's Henry Cavill. Have you seen his chest? You don't want holes in that.
Yeah, I've seen Henry Cavill's chest. And you're right. You don't want holes in that. I'm just like... So they made a comment about the fact that his body is incapable of decay.
Right.
Which is why they could bring him back, essentially. But the only reason that his body was incapable of decay is because he was alive. So has he just been alive the whole time? And because the fact that the hole in his chest closed up means that Superman has been alive this whole time, just in a really, really deep sleep.
I was gonna say he might be in a coma. Like, it was a shock to the system, and the body was like, "I need to reset."
Because he came back with no hole in his chest, and he died from a hole in his chest, right?
Yeah, he definitely died. We remember the beginning when he's screaming.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, so is Superman actually dead? Because when y'all get him back, he has no hole in his chest. Or even when you laid him to rest, he has no hole in his chest. So again, is Superman actually dead?
Yeah, did nobody...
Because the hole in his chest is gone.
Did nobody clock that?
I don't know, but I was like, it's not like Superman just died of natural causes. His body was deformed. So how does he come back?
He suffered a severe piercing.
He was
to
impaled.
The chest. Yeah.
Straight through. Like, you could stick your arm down in Superman's chest and out the backside again.
You could give him a tap on the back from the front.
Yeah, exactly. So, again, was he actually dead because he was able to heal himself and regenerate?
I think...
And also his body was incapable of decay? So, was this nigga ever really dead?
No, I don't think he was ever really dead. I think he was just, like, in, like, a really deep coma, and the shock to his system woke him up.
So, hold up. So you mean to tell me Superman, first of all, and this is just probably a really terrible, shitty thing to say, but as the U.S. government, there's no way that I'm putting Superman in a hole in the ground. I'm taking his ass back to U.S. government labs, and we're running all the goddamn tests. That's just well known. That's what we love to do. We like to take foreign things and go, ooh, let's study it in the laboratory. Especially if it's like superhuman and foreign. You about to put this thing in the ground and just let it sit there. And had you not put him in the ground and left him in the lab, you would have seen that the hole in his chest had began to close up, which would have led you to think, oh my God, Superman is not dead. He just sleep. What can we do to wake him up? Electricity? Wow.
Not just any electricity. Alien electricity.
Alien that you have in the ship that you took possession over to study in U.S. government labs.
No, you're right. The U.S. government does love to take alien objects and just study
the
them.
shit out of them.
Yeah.
Let's think back all the way back to Independence Day. You know how long they had that goddamn ship?
When Superman died, though, you know what? That makes a good point, because when Superman died, the U.S. government definitely would have been like, oh, give us that body. And then when they go for the Superman body, the box is empty. And they'd be like,
where's Superman's body?
Yeah.
Which, again, would lead me to believe that this nigga is not dead. They had the whole world believing he was dead and nobody even checked.
Wow, you this is really getting you.
Because it's stupid.
This is your big one, huh?
I was just like, wait. So Superman was dead.
Wait,
when you put him into the water, he would still have a hole in his chest.
Hold on. Candace, how are you going to wake up dead?
Because you alive when you go to sleep. All right. I'm not doing this with you. All I'm saying is some things don't add up. So if you know the answer to this question, and you know why Superman went into the box with a hole in his chest and dead, was able to heal the hole in his chest, dead, and still not decay, but be dead.
Right.
And then come back with no hole in his chest.
Well, didn't he have... okay, hold on. Time out. I think... Okay, so he had the Kryptonian spear, and that's how he killed Doomsday.
Sure.
So he took the Kryptonian spear, flew at Doomsday real fast, pierced Doomsday. Doomsday was like, and pierced him back.
Yeah. And like I said, you remember this. The hole in Superman's chest was so big that you could reach your whole forearm through, come back around and give him a pat on the shoulder. Like you kind of do like those little side taps to make you look on the other side. Like,
but you standing right in front of Superman, you just
like that's how big the whole. Like, did you see that the was it a horn?
It was like they cut off his at the elbow, and then it was just like a bone spike after that.
Yeah.
Like he grew
a
bone spike.
You saw how big that thing was, and you saw the hole in Superman's chest. So, like I said, Superman is Superman.
Yes.
So, I want to know, because had y'all kept him in the lab, y'all would have known these things. How long did it take for him to heal in his comatose state? Because, again, he came out the box with no hole in his chest. That's really the big thing
rippling pectorals.
Yeah, just Henry Cavill, hairy chest. It's also, let's keep in mind that it was already oiled down when he flew up. Listen, okay. Sure.
You know what?
Sure. All I'm trying to say is he went into the box with a hole in his chest.
Right.
Dead.
Yes.
He came out with no hole in his chest.
Yes.
Alive.
Yes.
But you're telling me that he's dead, but also is it because he's an organic? He's like but if he's organic, that means he would decay. So if he's not organic,
I'm sure they explained this away at some point in the movie, but I was like so out of it, I didn't notice.
They didn't explain this part.
Okay.
So if you know, comment, because I want to know how Superman has a hole in his chest and incapable of decay, but yet comes out alive. Was he dead in the first? Was he ever dead? That's my question. Was Superman ever dead?
I don't think he was ever fully dead, because at the end of Batman versus Superman, when they put him in the ground, like
they did the little dirt.
The little dirt starts to float above him, and then it like hard cuts.
That's true. I do remember that. So again, y'all just waited a couple days?
Yeah, just leave him out in the fields. Let him soak up the sun. He'll be good. He'll be good.
Not even that.
Just put him next to the corn.
In observation, like, I'm not saying to go and pick him apart like, some unhumane specimen, but y'all could have at least observed him, took some blood, or maybe they did. I don't really know. The point is, I feel like y'all could have waited a little bit longer before y'all put him in a box.
Also, who embalmed Clark Kent?
Exactly.
Who's trying to embalm Clark Kent? Because I think you got to get somebody embalmed before you put him in the ground. I was going to
say, also, Clark Kent had a hole in his chest. Nobody's talking about that. How did this reporter also die of the same wounds
as Superman?
That's Superman on the same day.
Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that's a lot of...
Because if somebody in the coroner, if I'm a coroner, if I am a medical examiner, and I get, because you have to send the body in. Like, you can't just... I mean, I guess you could bury it yourself, but that's not what they did. We clearly see they had a funeral. So, you mean to tell me that the coroner didn't write this up as a homicide that needed to be investigated because this guy has a hole in his chest?
I think maybe they explained it away because the city was exploding.
Yeah, I guess. Lots of questions that I have. But I'm just going to leave it there because I'll drive myself crazy.
I was going to say, I think we should probably stop before we go insane. This is going to turn into our own Snydercut if we keep going.
The Snydercut.
The Minority Report cut of the Snydercut. just tearing down this movie at every opportunity. And complimenting.
Yeah, it was I didn't hate the movie. Yeah. Like, I liked it. I didn't say I didn't like it. It was just some holes, literally, in the film.
Jesus Christ.
That's all I have.
Yeah. There were some holes in the film. I do have to say, I did enjoy a lot of this movie. And I'm with you. There was some parts in this movie where my brain went, but wait, hold on. Stop.
Make it make sense, Jesus. Like, make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think I'd watch it again.
Oh, no, I'm not watching this again. This was 4 hours.
No, I'm not dedicating 4 hours again to
this was
one
half
movie.
A work day. Are you kidding me? No.
I liked it. I would recommend people go watch it, especially if you have your own passwords or passwords of a friend or family member who would be willing to share with you. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you happen to have
I'm telling you what to do. Borrow your homegirl's HBO Max account information and go on and watch this if you really feel the need to watch it. But if you don't feel the need to watch it, that's also fine, because this movie was half a work day and you don't get compensated for your time as much as you feel like you should. I would take this and do with it what you will. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you to watch 4 hours worth of...
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
And I'm not going to watch it again.
No. But we will have more movies for you coming in the following weeks.
Raya.
We definitely want to do one on Raya. I definitely want to do one on Kong vs. Godzilla.
And Kong vs. Godzilla. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm Candace.
I'm Rudy. Thanks for listening to Minority Movie Report. Remember, you guys, take care of yourselves out there, okay?
Bye. No, you're going to remember everything. You're going to remember the time. You're going to remember the date. You're going to remember where you were. You're going to remember what it smelled like. You're going to remember what you had for breakfast that day. You're going to remember if you put cream in your coffee or you just took that shit black. You're going to remember the day you got your ass whooped, especially if it's the only time.